I am Daniel. During the first year of the reign of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, I had a dream. 4 great beasts, each different from the other, came up out of the sea. The first was like a lion, and it had wings of an eagle. It stood on 2 feet like a human being, and the mind of a human was given to it. And there before me was a second beast, which looked like a bear. It was raised on one of its sides, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. After that, I looked, and there before me was another beast that looked like a leopard, and on its back it had 4 wings like those of a bird. This beast had 4 heads, and it was given authority to rule. There was a 4th beast, terrifying and frightening and very powerful. It had large iron teeth, and it had 10 horns. While I was thinking about the horns, there before me was another horn, a little one which came up among them, and 3 of the first horns were uprooted. This horn had eyes like the eyes of a human being, and a mouth that spoke boastfully. And as I looked, I saw the Ancient of Days take his seat. His clothing was white as snow. His throne was flaming with fire, and a river of fire was flowing before him. Thousands upon thousands attended to him, and many more stood before him. The court was seated, and the books were opened. The beast with the boastful horn was slain, and its body thrown into the blazing fire. The other beasts were stripped of their authority, but were allowed to live for a period of time. Then coming among the clouds of heaven was the Son of Man, who was led to the Ancient of Days and given authority over all the nations. The Son of Man, whose dominion will never pass away. I, Daniel, was troubled by the visions, and I approached one of those attending to the Ancient of Days and asked him the meaning of all these. And so he interpreted it for me. The 4 great beasts were 4 kings that will rise from the earth. The 4th beast, the one with iron teeth crushing its victims, is a 4th kingdom that will appear on earth and devour the whole earth. The 10 horns are 10 kings who will come from this kingdom. After them, another king will arise, different from the earlier ones. He will subdue the 3 kings and speak against the Most High and oppress his holy people, and they will be delivered into his hands for a time. But his power will be taken away and destroyed forever. Then the sovereignty, power, and greatness of all the kingdoms will be handed over to the holy people of the Most High, and all rulers will worship and obey the Most High, whose kingdom lasts forever. After that, another vision came to me. I saw myself in the citadel of Susa and found myself beside the Ulai Canal. I looked up, and there before me was a ram with 2 long horns. One of the horns was longer than the other, but grew up later. The ram charged in all directions, and none could stand against it. It did as it pleased. It became great. Suddenly, a goat with a prominent horn between its eyes came from the west and charged towards the ram in great rage, attacking it furiously and shattering its 2 horns. The ram was powerless to stand against it. The goat became great, and at the height of its power, the large horn was broken off, and in its place, 4 prominent horns grew. Out of one of them came another horn, which started small, but grew in power until it reached the host of the heavens. It set itself up to be great and took away the daily sacrifice from the Lord. Because of rebellion, the Lord's people and sacrifice were given over to it. It prospered, and truth was thrown to the ground. Then a holy one said, "It will take 2,300 evenings and mornings. Then the sanctuary will be reconsecrated." While I was trying to understand the vision, I heard a man's voice from Ulai calling, "Gabriel, tell this man the meaning of the vision."
Daniel, understand that the vision concerns the time of the end.
The two-horned ram represents the kings of Media and Persia. The shaggy goat is the king of Greece, and the large horn between its eyes is the first king. The four horns that replace the one that was broken off represent four kingdoms that will emerge from his nation, but will not have the same power. The horn that was growing is a new king who will arise and become very strong, but not by his own power, and he will succeed in whatever he does. He will consider himself superior and take his stand against the Prince of Princes. Yet he will be destroyed, but not by human power. Seal up these visions, for it concerns the distant future. I, Daniel, was worn out after these visions, and lay exhausted for several days. It was beyond understanding.